Hello and welcome along to HTML Basics with your host Robert Smith. In this part 7 of creating a 2-column HTML and CSS layout, we're now going to add some extra pages. We've completed our first page. Let's have a look at it. In the previous videos, I'll preview it in Safari, and that's what it looks like. Looking very good indeed. We've got our images, got everything right. We've got our rollovers, our hovers. Everything's looking quite good. Okay. Now it's time to save this file as, and this is the trick to building a website. Get your first page right. Let's get everything correct. Your rollovers, get it all there, all your content in there. And then we can just simply go File, Save As, like this. And I'm going to save it as Stratocaster.html. Okay, as you can see, that's this page here, is this link item this we've got in our list that we've put on this page, and we'll click Save. Now, a couple of things we have to do. The first thing we have to do is replace this header image. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all that code. When I say the header image, go to Design View. That's this fender. See how it says Fender Posters now? Let's change that. Okay. So I'm going to go in here like this, and let's put it in manually for a bit of fun. Okay, so I'm going to Shift, open my bracket like that, I for image, just scroll down for image, there it is there, and I want to give it a class, same as it had before, which is header image, this one here, and then we're going to look for the source or the src. In other words, which image do you want? If I click on Browse, it'll go to my images, and I want the Fender Header Stratocaster. That's the one I want. Very nice indeed. Press Spacebar again, and I'll press H for height. Double click on it, and Dreamweaver knows it's 128, so I'll just press Return. Press Space again, and W for width. Now we've done all this before, and Dreamweaver again knows it's 960, so I'm going to press Return. Like that, and spacebar again. Now we need some alt text for the vision impaired. We're just going to say Stratocaster header image, like that, and then we'll just close our tag with a / and a write one of those things. I have to learn what they're called one day. Let's have a look at our design view. As you can see now, our header image has been replaced with the one that says Stratocaster, which is because this is the Stratocaster page. Great. Okay, now what we're going to do, quite a dramatic thing, we're going to get rid of all of these pictures and replace them with one big picture. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to go in here like this. I'm going to go down to where all those pictures are, inside the content left, like that. And I'm just going to click and drag, select all of those images all the way down to the end, just before the div tag, and press Return. Let's go back to Design View and have a look at that. Now we have an empty div tag. And a bit of theory, incoming theory alert. Now, this div here, if we go back to Code View, it's called Content Left. Okay, now if I was to put another picture in there, it would just assume the styling of the all those little pictures that were in the previous page, so we really can't do that. So what I'm going to do on this page, I'm going to change the name of this class, and I'm going to call it Content Left _big _pick. Now that's a little bit tricky, the theory involved, why we did that. If we had kept the same content div, those images would have a lot of trouble styling this image. So now it's its own thing, so we can now go in and insert an image inside there. So to do that, I'm going to do this the easy way. I'm going to go Insert Image like this, and the image I'm going to be looking for is the Stratocaster.jpg, and I'll click Open like that. The alternative text will come in. I'll just say Stratocaster image, like that, and OK. So let's have a look what that looks like. I go to Design View. Very nice indeed. Now see how it's wrecked the whole layout. because we don't really have a rule for that. So let's go in and write a rule. This is what will happen to you on many occasions. You'll add something to your page and this will happen. The whole thing will just go funny. And the reason it's gone funny is because this is too wide. This image is too wide with the div tag, that it's because of the margins and the padding, and what it's done, it's forced this float to go funny. And again, this is where floats can be a bit tricky. So let's go in and fix that. Okay, to do that, I'm going to go in here like this, and I'm going to add another like this. Now, I don't want the image like that. I'm going to get rid of like this, content left, big pick. It's the class I want to style. Okay, it's the new style, the one I just call my div like that. And let's put it in there and click OK. Now the box, I want it to be 816 pixels wide. Sorry, I'll make that the width. Sorry, 624 is correct, and the height I'm going to make 816 like this pixels. Now the margin bottom, I'm going to have 10 pixels across the margin bottom like that, like I have on all my divs. Okay, I'm going to float it on the left hand side like I floated the other one, and I'm going to have a background color of white. So let's see what that does when I click apply. Great, now everything seems to have gone back in exactly how we want it to be. Okay, except we still seem to have this margin that's acting a little bit funny here and pushing over. Okay, I think I can fix that by clicking OK like this. I'm happy with that. Let's have a look at our layout. It's looking quite good, except for this image needs to go up a little bit. Okay, and I think it's because this image tag has some sort of margin. It's inherited a margin from somewhere. So what I'm going to do is go back to my code view like this, put my cursor in the word image like that, and go back to design view. I didn't have to do that, just being a bit lazy. And when I click here like this, you'll notice that Dreamweaver says, okay, it looks like you want to style that image inside this div called content left. So I'm being very specific. So I'm going to click OK like that. And all I want to do is go to my box and my margin and type in 0 and apply that. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. So let's have a look at that. I'm going to save that page and preview it in Safari. Very nice indeed. What a fine looking guitar that is. Okay, now it's looking quite good. I'm just going to leave this placeholder text over here. I could change that to whatever I want, but I'm going to leave that here. It's more about a layout exercise, this. Okay, I'm just going to change the header. It says vintage advertisement for Fender Stratocaster. I'm just going to change that, go back into my code and find where it says that. Okay, it's in the navigation, it's not in the content. It's in the content right here. It is here inside this H4 tag. I'm just going to type in the all powerful blues _ roots guitar, the Fender in all capitals, the Stratocaster, like that. Let's go back to our design view and have a look at that. And I've just changed that. Now again, I could go and change all this text in here, but I don't have any, and it's only placeholder text anyway. So now we've got 2 pages. Let's save that, Apple S. And I'm going to preview that in Safari. And we'll go back to posters. There's our poster page. Notice the head says posters, and there's our Stratocaster page. So as you can see, there was a bit of a trick involved with changing the name of this div here. Had we not changed the name of the div, it would have expected to have all these little pictures in it and the styling associated with them. And that's why we had some issues when we went to this Stratocaster page, and it upset our layout. Now, a trap for young players is it's going to happen to you all the time. You'll do something and it will just affect everything. Everything of the whole layout will go really, really funny. And that's normally it's just correcting 1 or 2 rules and everything goes back how it should be. But you've got to be very careful and very fussy. So okay, that's the end of this video. We'll do one more to add 2 more pages, and that's it. There's our 4-page website, looking really, really good. Thanks for watching.